So I presume AI can be an important trend.
You know, we have millions of data points linked to all the products and the components that we deliver to our customers. And to analyze all that data in production, in quality, it's a big challenge. And we use AI to make sure that that challenge is answered.
AI, by having more data, it will also give us more price points in the market, in the global market. So whenever we see there's a spike in price, for instance, price development in a specific region, we could think, okay, should we resource this in another region?
You see the development of the usage of AI. There's an AI for everything.
Yes, there is. And you know, 5 years ago, everybody was talking about big data. Now with AI, we can do something with that big data.
This is Till Supply Conductors, a specialist podcast about integrated supply chain management. We're using thousands of chips per day in the devices and machines around us, and we rely on top-notch medical devices, of course, when we need them. It's just 2 examples. The industry chain that goes behind this is a complex, very complex business. And in this podcast, I will ask the specialist of Mac45, supply chain company in the Netherlands, to open and present the world to me. My name is Maarten Bouwhuis. Welcome to Till Supply Conductors. Here with me today, Bauke Zijnstra, CEO of Mac45, and Dennis Halberstad, Manager Project Management of Mac45. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
We have to talk about AI because, for example, ChatGPT with 1 million users in just 5 days became the fast-growing AI application ever. So what are your thoughts on that development?
Well, Maarten, AI, artificial intelligence, obviously it's here to stay. You know, it's a fast-moving development, like you said, and we see our customers using AI in development of their products, in their production processes, but also, you know, to monitor their end products. So basically in all the supply chains and in all the manufacturing facilities, AI is there and is used.
Yeah. So you have to understand how your customers are using it.
Yes,
maybe
but
use it yourself, or.
Yeah. Obviously, we have to understand, like you said, we have to understand how they use it, but they also ask us to support them in using it. I could give you an example. We have a medtech customer in China, you know, who is producing, needles. Needles for operation rooms, hospitals, not normal needles. But obviously, you don't want these needles to be faulty. And they used to inspect them with visual inspection.
Just by human eyes?
Yes, correct. And they now ask us to install cameras at the end of their production process and use AI, artificial intelligence, to inspect all these needles on faulty products.
It will decrease the fallout.
Correct.
Yeah, interesting. Supply chain management, the business you're in, it's all about data. I mean, we did some episodes before, and it's a data business.
It's a data-driven business. So I
presume AI can be an important trend there.
Yeah, it's a data-driven business. You know, we have millions of data points linked to all the products and the components that we deliver to our customers. And to analyze all that data in production, in quality, etc., is it's a big challenge. And we use AI to make sure that that challenge is answered.
Yeah. Interesting part of AI, I thought, I mean, I'm in communication, so AI is big there because ChatGPT, for example, is a text AI solution. But AFAS, for example, a Dutch company, it's a software company, they just said to their personnel, you're free on Friday. Because if you're going to work more efficient using more AI, you can just work in 4 days. Well, you're the CEO of Mac45, Bauke.
We're not going to ask our people not to work on Friday. We'd rather ask them to work on Friday and use AI to help the customers to get a better service. But obviously, you're right. We're also using AFAS, by the way, in Mac45. And the fact that AI helps us to make sure that human errors are basically not part of the equation anymore, that really helps. Yeah.
Dennis, how do you see AI becoming part of Mac45's solutions then? Because you're working at the sides of your customers, with your customers.
Yeah. Now, like mentioned by Bauke already, AI provides us many more data points as we have today. We are at the forefront of the AI technology. So we are exploring all kind of things, but where I really see AI adding value is identifying risks in the overall supply chain. Why do I say so? By having more data, and like I mentioned before in other podcasts, we do have a global supply chain. Currently, we are not aware of local events. To make it very concrete, we have a supplier in India. Whenever there's a flooding in India, we can capture that from the local news, but nowadays it's not getting to us. By having AI, we would grasp that kind of information. We would identify what's the area where it is, because India obviously is a huge country. If the supplier is in that region, we get an alarm and we can look for mitigation. So we will reroute the supply chain. We will look for other manufacturing plants in order to make sure that the supply chain will continue. Another example.
Well, that is interesting because this Indian company, I mean, maybe there's a flood coming, but maybe not. I mean, the weather report is saying there might be a flood.
Correct.
And then you have to figure out, will you mitigate your supply chain? And the CEO of this Indian company is saying, what are you doing now? The sun is shining here.
We need to judge the risk, and we need to assess the risk as well.
Are they aware of the fact that you want to monitor them by AI tools?
They are not aware yet, but I think that's definitely something what we should do in the future and what we would be doing.
That's
in
an
the
interesting
future.
case.
Beyond that, we did talk about reconditioning service. It also, in order to do so, we have always a sorting step to make sure that the items are reconditionable. Currently, this is being done by visual inspection, by human eye. We are also looking into utilizing cameras for that in order to eliminate the human factor there. So these are things we are thinking about. Beyond that, AI, by having more data, it will also give us more price points in the market, in the global market. So whenever we see there's a spike in price, for instance, price development in a specific region, we could think, okay, should we resource this in another region in order to remain competitive, to offer the best pricing to our customers?
Dennis is actually saying, Bauke, that by using AI, you could monitor the world around you better than you can now. Because, in the earlier days, we just read the paper and that was it.
Yeah.
And now you can use AI tools to really monitor what is happening.
Yes. Well, my point would be is that we really have to use AI tools because there's so many data points, Maarten. The internet is full of data points. We're getting, more data than ever before. And with AI, we're able to analyze that data and make something out of it and use it to our advantage.
Yeah. We will have a podcast about compliance as well and having a chat about compliance here today in the studio. Yeah, we had a chat about, how fun is that in your work? AI as a trend, as a completely different trend, can make your work really much nicer to do.
Yeah, a lot of, let's say, the analysis we're doing today could be taken over by AI. So that could definitely help us moving forward as well. You're
looking forward to work for 4 days then.
For sure. You wouldn't?
The thing is, Bauke doesn't want us to.
Okay, but maybe when AI has become bigger as it is today already, we don't have that discussion anymore.
And Bauke, it will go fast. I mean, if you see the development of the usage of AI, if you just fill in, and there's a nice website, it's called isthereanAIforthat.com. There's an AI for everything.
Yes, there is. And, 5 years ago, everybody was talking about big data. Now with AI, we can do something with that big data and use it, like I said, to our advantage. Yeah. And I'm so happy that Dennis sees it as an opportunity rather than a threat.
Yeah.
Because I don't want Dennis to work for 4 days. I want him to work for 5 days. He's the best project manager we have.
Yeah.
So
but with AI, it can be more efficient.
Yeah, it can. Yeah. And now I know why Afas is not answering the phone on Friday. So thanks for that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for this talk about AI. Within 1 or 2 years, this podcast is being recorded by AI. I'm out of business. You're in business then.
Well, Maarten, like our customers say, there's also a human factor to it.
Oh, well, that also counts for Mac 45.
Correct.
So you're so smart in an integrated supply, but the human factor, Dennis and all his colleagues
They make the
visiting the
difference.
customers?
No, this is true. They make the difference. And we have staff at all the production locations of our customers. And that's basically what also makes Mac 45 unique. And I don't see that AI, will exchange that for something else.
Yeah, so use the technology, but keep it human.
Yes.
Good. Thank you so much, Bouke and Dennis. Thank you so much for listening and watching to Till Supply Conductors. In our next episode, we'll talk about compliance. Take a look at the website of Mac 45 for more detailed information. My name is Maarten Bouwhuis. Thank you so much for watching and listening.